Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go from Indy. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Penix here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they're staring at a 4th down. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
He connects downfield on 4. Racing down the left side. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Pass play on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it's going to be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Dragon 60. Go.
3rd down from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. Runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up their opening drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Colts respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play action, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Penix. He's got it over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's a give inside to Mostert. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. Here's Penix. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Penix on 1st down. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Penix. This one's caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the end of one.
the 7-yard line.
We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. One more time with Mostert. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. He's on the move. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it. After that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. Would have hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, well, they'll get a chance to try a field goal, or who knows, maybe even go for it.
Trying for it with Penix. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. Back to throw now. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Dell with the grab. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd down, looking for options. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. He finds Kincaid. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Check. Track at 60. 60 Maverick. 60 with 18. Pioneer. Go.
He'll look to throw. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Rattle. 18 Rattle. Warrior 70. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Hut, hut.
Throwing from the gun. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Penix now on 1st down. Complete out to the right. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, here's Penix. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. And again, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Colts will take over. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let's go now. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready?
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Ready?
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds Kincaid. It's an Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts take the lead just before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They've got a man in motion. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. There we go, set, track at 60. Hut, hut.
Throwing it to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Taken in by Mitchell, right side. He's got a gain of 6 there. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
18, pioneer. Come on, set.
From the 39. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He'll take this at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Penix here from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Able to get it to Moore. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Getting out to his left. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Mostert. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions start the second half with some needed points. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Forced out to his right. Now he's going deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is reeled in by Kamara. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time.
Ready.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Buys time, rolling right. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts go up by 2 scores 13 points in the fourth. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll go again with Mostert. And the defense is all over this one from big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Penix on 1st down. Chased out to his right. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock. And independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Catch made by Mitchell. He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Go!
They run it from the gun with Kamara. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now looking to throw. Flush down now to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
79 Broncos. Go.
Looking to throw. Kamara's got it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They send a man in motion. They go play action. Here's Penix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Penix working from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis. And he makes the Heffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Defense getting in on the Farm Brock with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. Hits his running back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. From the shotgun, Penix. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Lions hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Escapes out to the left. The ball is out! Oh, but this one bounces out of bounds, so in the end, no gain on the play.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Penix on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
2nd and 10 now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Colts take over as he records the 40th interception of his career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He put everything he had into this one. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought the defenders or offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away. That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. This finds Mostert. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Let's go now.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying for it with Penix. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. He's throwing for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Lions 21. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He'll now to return it. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Penix now. He's on the... Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Colts pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Set. Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing now, following the turnover. On the move, headed right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Lions will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.